What is this? The bioexorcist? Troubled by the living? Is death a problem and not the solution? Unhappy with eternity? Having difficulty adjusting? Call Usago juice? Usago juice? Usago juice? What's happening?
It's showtime!
Hello everyone and welcome in. We are here with another Monster High Skullector doll review, and I have decided to do this one because the second Beetlejuice film is out this month, September of 2024. I'll probably be releasing this a little bit later after the movie has released, but I thought this would be the best time to do the review of this Skullector set. But before I do, I want to go ahead and take a moment to thank all of my current subscribers who have supported my channel, my rascals. Thank you for being a part of this community, whether you like the gameplays, doll reviews, collector's corners, whatever it may be. Thank you for supporting me. It really means a lot to me. And if you are here and you aren't subscribed and you like my content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, become a part of the Rascals, and just be here. We are more than welcome to have you, and we are very accepting. Join the lives. We are all welcoming. Don't be shy either. Now, if you are also here enjoying the vibes, hit the like button. It really helps out my channel as well in the YouTube world. Now, we are going to be reviewing the Beetlejuice and Lydia Skullector set based on the Beetlejuice movie that was released in 1988. Can you believe that? I wasn't even born then. But it is one of those iconic movies that we can think of these scenes that are just like scenes that will always be in the filmography kind of world that you think of, the iconic scenes. And with the second Beetlejuice movie coming out, I'm sure we're going to have more of those scenes. And I do plan on seeing it, and I'm hoping it is a good one. But we are going to be reviewing these. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and go into my doll room and take a closer look at this Skullector set. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice! It's showtime! Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so cringe. Sorry about that, but you know what? That's why y'all are here, right? Now, we are going to take a look at the Skullector dolls now in a further look here. But before we do, let's go ahead and look at the box itself. The box itself is a black box in general, but in the front we have the Beetlejuice logo, and then we have the Skullector prototype of Beetlejuice leaning against their gravestone where it says, "Here lies Beetlejuice." And that's pretty much the front. As we turn to the side, we have that same Beetlejuice logo, and then we go to the back, the same Beetlejuice logo as the side and front. But then we have a description, and then we have that interchangeable red and white font as the Skullectors like to do on their boxes. But if you'd like to pause and read here on your own, you may. And then we have the prototype of Lydia in the back that's kneeled, sitting down behind the gravestone. And then on the other side of this box, we have a blown up scale of the Beetlejuice and Lydia faces of their prototype here. And on the top, it's just the Monster High Skullector logo. Now, as we open up the box is like a I guess window-like box. I don't care for this because you can't really display the dolls very well. But as you open it, you get one side of the box showing the Beetlejuice with an arrow pointing to that graveyard, his gravestone, where it says, "Here lies Beetlejuice," and an open grave. And then on the other side, we have the house. And this is essentially just the diorama of the, if you've seen the movie, there's this huge kind of diorama of where all the houses are, kind of like representing the town and all that with the graveyards. And then we have this foam like grass feature where Beetlejuice is. And we'll get into the actual background of the dolls since we're already here. As we see it, we have more of that diorama. So when they say Beetlejuice, 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 they get transported here, and you get the foamy like grass and the gravestones. And then you also have the night sky, which represents the lights that are in that attic area of the house. And that's pretty much all of the background here. If you've seen the movie, you get the correlation. Now we're gonna go ahead and look at the dolls themselves. Let's start with Beetlejuice. Moving down to Beetlejuice's shoes, we do have, before I get to the shoes, let's talk about Beetlejuice. So Beetlejuice is in a female doll version, which I like that. It doesn't bother me that this Beetlejuice is not in a male body. I actually like when Monster High does this kind of gender bend kind of vibe. I really like that. But let's go ahead and look at the shoes now. The shoes are a black kind of calf-high boot, and we get that stitching etched in there. We get the laces that are molded in there. But of course, the standout piece is going to be that heel design. The heel design is of that scene when Barbara and Adam try to learn how to scare to get these people out of their house, and they change their faces into these horrific kind of, I don't know what you would call them, monster with big noses. I don't know what they're supposed to be, but it's a scary monster. But I do like they paid homage to that scene for these heels. As we make our way up, it does seem like the pants are like its separate piece, but as I looked closer, it is like a bodysuit. So the under top part is attached to this, and I don't know how I feel about it. I do kind of wish that there were separate pieces here, and the top part was a separate shirt piece. And I'll tell you why as well as we take a closer look at the top. But this is like a black and white striped, just to match the aesthetic of Beetlejuice. And I do like it. It's a nice quality fabric, but I do wish they were separate pieces. Now, as we take a look at the suit jacket of Beetlejuice, we have that same print here with the white and black stripes. Now, this is also one piece, but it is broken out by the belt, which we'll get into shortly. The collar of the suit jacket is a little tapered to match the Beetlejuice aesthetic, but as we go down to like the train area of this jacket, it is also tapered, and it comes into like 3 other separate layers from the black and white stripes, which I love. You get the black netted fabric here at the bottom, and then in the middle fabric we have the green with the purple foily kind of vibe here. And I kind of wish this was more of a standout feature, the middle layer, but I don't mind that it's not. And then the top layer, we have this sheer purple fabric. And they're all sewed in together, which I'm sure you can unclip them and make it more flowy, but since I'm gonna keep the doll in the box, I'm not going to do that. But I do really like that they added these additional fabrics here and designs to make it more stand out and not just the simple black and white not black and white bodysuit, but black and white Beetlejuice suit. I really do like that. And I don't know, it's a standout feature for this doll for me. Now, as we look at the actual collar itself, the collar is a plastic piece, and the tie is also molded into this. It is not, this Beetlejuice does not have a white shirt underneath. And I kind of wish they did that. I kind of wish that they had a separate white shirt with a normal fabricated collar. And the tie could be plastic still. I don't mind the plastic tie, but I do wish that the bottom part did have a fabricated shirt underneath. Then we have the belt, like I mentioned, tying it all in. That's wrapped around this Beetlejuice, and it's kind of like a studded kind of mold. And I'm sure you can take it off just like all the other Monster High belts. And that's essentially the belt. Now we're gonna make our way up to the face, and as always, love the screen printing job of the face. Monster High Mattel always does a great job on their printing. We have a chrome-like purple lip, but then the eyes, we have these kind of swirls, and we have the purple gradiating out kind of eyeshadow across the whole eye. We have a darker purple on the lid. The eyebrows give a textured vibe for the eyebrows, and they're purple. The contour is a green throw-uppy, I hate to say it, green throw-uppy kind of aesthetic here. And we also have that kind of correlation going up into the forehead as well. And it gradiates into the hair, which I think is a great touch. It would have looked a little odd for me if they didn't include that. Now moving on to the earrings. The earrings I really do like as well. We have this snake-like kind of vibe in the earrings with the white and blacks to match the overall outfit. And it's all one piece. Nothing really too exciting about it, but I do like it does cohesively translate with each other. The hat, we go to that circus carnival scene in the movie where Beetlejuice comes out and tries to ruin the dinner and kind of like bonks the two couple up into the air and they're gone, which is crazy, but I do love this headpiece. It's really beautiful, and I just love the mold of this. Even though we just have the white and black colors, it really is a standout feature, and it's a headband for this doll. Now lastly, the hair. Love the color of the hair. We have this neon green with the kind of crunch-like vibe, the crinkled hair. I really like that. I wonder how it would look if they maybe had curlier hair, but I like the style of this hair. It is a really great standout feature to this doll. And that's essentially all of Beetlejuice. Now let's look at Lydia. So Lydia Dietz, our favorite gothic kid. We are going to look at her shoes. The shoes are a nice molded shoe, but as always, we're gonna look at the heel because the heel are always the standout feature. As you can see here, we have the Beetlejuice snake. So if you've seen the movie, Beetlejuice turns into a snake and he is very scary, I guess you could say to some. But I do love that they added, because that is such an iconic scene as well. Like when you think of Beetlejuice, you think of different scenes, and I think that snake Beetlejuice is one of them. Now moving up to Lydia's stockings, they are a netted kind of stocking, and it is its own separate piece. It stops at the waist, as you can see, and that's pretty much all of the stocking. When we look at the dress is really beautiful. We get that foil holographic across all of the dress. It's a long sleeve dress. The fabric is a nice quality here. And then I'll give you a closer look and hopefully you can see, but this dress also has these vineyard kind of designs as well. So it's not just like a flat black dress with all these random holographic pieces to it. And we look under the dress and it does have another piece of fabric towards the back, which is pushing out the train. So if you were to unbox this doll, that part would kind of push out and have more of a fuller effect with this black. I would say it's a papery fill layer, but I don't mind it. I do like it. Now, as we look at her accessories, she has a camera. In the film, Lydia would take pictures a lot in that film. And I just like that they added that accessory here for her. And then also another piece to this doll that I didn't catch was the part of her dress has a button-like design here that is sewed in her dress. Now looking at her face, I love the face. The face is so good. This doll just generally is a nice doll. It really represents Lydia in the film. We get the nude kind of lip. We have the eyeshadow of the purples and the light purples radiating out. It's great screen printing job. I feel like they did an amazing job with the correlation between the film and representing Lydia in this doll. Moving to the hair, we get the signature bangs with those kind of gelled down hair. Lydia, that was a choice in the film, but I mean, I love it either way. And of course that is gelled down, but the other layers of the hair, the back of the hair, it is a nice soft texture. It doesn't really have much product in it. And lastly, we have the hat for Lydia. The hat is this big old hat that also is in the film. I really love that they have this in this doll, and it's just a really neat piece. This whole doll overall is just a beautiful doll. Now, before I forget, we do also have one more accessory, which is the handbook for the recently deceased that this comes with. And I don't know if it opens. If you know if it opens, let me know in the comments below. But I'm not going to detach it. Just for myself, I want to keep this in a box. So if you know if it does, let me know. Now, these dolls also come with stands. So wanted to point that out, and I don't believe there is a certificate of authenticity for this doll. This was one of the older-ish kind of Skullector dolls, but I didn't see a certificate of authenticity in this set. Now, my overall thoughts of this doll set, I would probably give it I'm gonna say a 9.5 out of 10. And the only reasons why I give it a 9.5 out of 10 is, one, that certificate of authenticity is missing. And two, I really wish that they had added that additional layer for Beetlejuice's top. I wish it was more of a fabricated collar and the Beetlejuice had its own layer of clothing underneath. Oh, and I wish it wasn't all one bodysuit for the pants and the top. I wish the pants were a separate piece, the top was a separate piece, but that's just me nitpicking. Overall, this is a great set. I really like it. I'm glad to have it in my collection, and overall, I love it. And let me know if you have this set in your collection as well, if it's one of your sought out dolls from the Skullector series. And let's go ahead and go back to my computer room so we can close out this video. And that was my review on the Monster High Skullector set of Beetlejuice from the movie. I'm curious what your thoughts are on this set. Are they kind of the same as what I had mentioned? Do you love it all in general, no matter what kind of pieces that I kind of wish were in it? Do you have this set? Is it on your wish list? Is it on your grail list? Let me know in the comments below. I heard that there was also going to be another Beetlejuice Skullector set coming out. I don't know if it's later this year. I don't think so, because this year is kind of coming to a close already. So I think it's going to be in 2025 if they do release it. I'm curious which characters. Of course, they're going to have Beetlejuice in it, I'm assuming. I'm curious if it's also going to be a female version of Beetlejuice, or they're going to make a male-bodied version. I'm really curious as what they're going to translate that second Beetlejuice Skullector set into. I also would like them to maybe take a look at maybe the animated series of Beetlejuice, because that, as a kid, I know I remember watching, and that would have that would bring back so many nostalgic memories to me. The animated version, if they created a doll set out of those, even like how they're doing the Wednesday dolls, having like those separate dolls, and then like the Raven dress as the kind of main collector doll, I would like that. And especially with Lydia in that red spiderweb like poncho and her like high, like little ponytail kind of thing on the top of her head. I think that would have been so cute to see dolls of. So Monster High, if you do that, I would love that. And let me know what you would think if they did that. And if you've seen the Beetlejuice second movie, let me know your thoughts as well in the comments below. I plan on seeing it really soon. As of today, as of me filming this, it is already out. But I plan on seeing it before this gets released. So if you want to comment your thoughts on the second Beetlejuice movie and what you liked about it, I already have seen it. So, and for any spoilers out there, it would be appreciated if you put spoilers for other people who may have like read the comments. Just put like a little note that says spoiler alert. But I mean, by that time, I'm sure everybody who's a Beetlejuice fan had probably already seen it. But it's up to you. Do what you gotta do. But other than that, I appreciate you coming in. And as always, I hope you have a great day, a great night, wherever you're at today. And remember to stay kind to yourself. Simply Right out.